What's up YouTube? Redbeard's Garage, and today we're going to be working on this 95 F-150 I got. The power window is messed up on the driver's side and the passenger side. The driver's side is these security balls that end up busting over time. They're made to bust if your arm gets caught in the window, so it won't break your arm, it'll bust these plastic balls instead. So we're going to replace those with some metal ones because my window won't roll up. As you can see, I can pull it up and down, but that's about it. So we get this door panel taken off, and I'll show you how to get the motor off. And on the door panel, there's usually, on a Ford, there's always a screw right there. You can take this handle off, but I can get the door panel off just fine without taking the handle off, so I'm just going to leave that there. There's a screw there at the top corner, and someone has put some screws down in the corner. You can see that one in that hole. So this is just an old, crusty old truck. So I'm gonna get this. Door panel off, and I'll show you once I got it off. And I went ahead and changed out the bulb that's in the lower door panel. That light right there. It was once I pulled the door panel off, you can see that it was blown. So luckily, I had this LED bulb. Let it focus. Probably not going to. So put an LED bulb in there so it'll be a little bit brighter. So yeah. Okay. Door panel's off, and I have dyno matted the hose. Just did a quick little crap job on it and put some nice speakers in there. One thing I'm hearing is on certain bass notes on these speakers, I'm hearing a rattle, so I need to find out what is causing that rattle. It's something right around the speaker. I don't know if it is the speaker. I don't think so. These speakers are perfectly fine, and they're pretty high-end speakers. I just had a bunch of them. Is the only reason I put them in this truck. But so to get this off, what sucks is I'm gonna have to take this dyno mat off, and but there's some dimples I'm looking for that you drill out, and I'm not sure, unless someone's already taken them out, but I doubt it. So let me find these dimples and I'll get the camera back out. Okay, when you look at the door, locate the speaker, which is right here, and then right down below it there's this opening, and what this is for is taking the motor out. You can see the corner of the motor there in one of the bolts. There's a dimple right there, and right there. You need probably, I'm going to use, biggest drill bit I got in this set is, I believe, a 1/2 inch, so that's what I'm going to use. So that's what I'm going to use, is this 1/2 inch drill bit, and then you'll probably need a deep well socket or an extension, and I think it's a 8mm, I believe, but we'll see once we get closer. Okay, you can see I've drilled them out, and you can now see the bolts that are inside. I'm gonna get an 8mm with an extension and get them out. They're very easy to drop, and if they do, it's probably a pain to get them out because I don't see an access panel, and it would be a shame to rip another piece of dyno mat off, but worst case scenario, it might have to happen. This one can definitely be replaced back. I just got to get my heat gun out and my roller. And what dyno mat does, for people that don't know, it just fills in those holes where sound is leaking out and makes the door like a big box for the speaker. It did increase the speaker's bass by a shit ton. I mean, it makes a big difference. You don't have, a lot of people cover the whole door. I used to do it just because I thought that's what you were supposed to do, but you don't have to. You just need to really cover the big holes that's leaking out all the sound. But yeah, so I'm gonna take these bolts out and we're gonna get this motor wiggled out of there. Okay, so we took them 3 screws out, and the motor pulls right out that hole. It's very easy actually to get this motor out. And as you can see, there's one Phillips head screw left, and I believe there is some tabs around it. You might have to bend up a little bit, I don't know. But if you take that one screw out, there'll be a bunch of broken pieces of plastic, and that is from where them balls has dry rotted and busted on their own. So, and I did drop 2 of the screws, son of a mother, but I got a magnet tool that I can get them out with. So so let's get this up on the workbench and get the side took off of it. Okay, once you take that screw out, there's 2 tabs you need to bend. One is right here, and one is on this other corner. If you bend them out with a flathead, you can pop this cover right off. And I've already poured most of the plastic out, but you can see that's the leftover plastic right here from where them balls has busted over time. So what we're going to do is we're going to put metal ball bearings in there so it won't happen again. You just don't want to get your arm caught in the window. And you got a little, let it focus, you got a little clip right there, as you can see. You got to take off, and then everything will slide right off. And it's nice to have one of these clip removing tools. Let it focus if it's going to, you know, so it'll pull the clips off. It's not going to focus right there. So we're going to pull that clip off, put the ball bearings in, get it all installed, and we'll show you if it works. Now, if you can see, I got the metal ball bearings sitting in there. So what this used to do is, if your hand got caught, those metal ball bearings would have been plastic, and once the gear caught real hard, the plastic balls would bust, letting this free spin. So I actually was letting this plastic piece free spin and not move this piece. So now it won't do that. It can't, you know, the metal ball bearings can't break. So it's more dangerous this way, but the truck doesn't have automatic windows, so it's not that big of a deal. So now we'll just put the cover back on and go reassemble it in the truck and see if it works. Okay, we got the door panel put back on, and as you can see, the window now works. And the other side also does. This button doesn't like to roll the window up. It's just, I think corrosion, but as you can see, this one goes up just fine. So on to the next task at hand. Okay, got done with the window in the truck, got both the driver and passenger side window done. I was going to do the fuel filter today, but I think I'm going to do it tomorrow. And I also need to put door pins, new door pins and bushings in the passenger side. I also finally got the laser out, even with that crack in the header, and drove it, and man, it just runs awesome. And I washed it. That thing is clean. I forgot how good the paint job is on it. I'm gonna get a car cover to put on it because our driveway is pretty much crap. I mean, you can see right here, it just needs gravel. I've been adding some gravel down at the entrance, if you can notice that fresh gravel, and then right there, it's really blended in because it rained last night and I just did it yesterday. But when it rains, all that mud right there just splashes up on the cars and gets the cars filthy. So I'm gonna get a car cover for the laser. I'm gonna be working on the laser and finishing it probably next month. We're going on vacation next weekend, so don't really have time to get it done before we leave, and I don't want to spend any more money on it right now. So what I'm gonna do is put the forged performance header on, the OEM Mitsubishi gasket, and I'm gonna put new gaskets on the turbo, the OEM style gaskets. And then after that, as long as everything works right, I'm gonna put the front bumper back on, the headlights, and or the parking lights, whatever you want to call them. And we'll be driving it. I'm gonna try to get the exhaust done within before Christmas. I'm gonna get the exhaust done, and basically it'll be my daily driver because I love the car. I drove it today for like an hour and a half, and remembered that the starter before would sometimes not kick out and engage. Well, now the starter just isn't working whatsoever. Once the car got up to full temperature, and I drove it at full temperature for a long time, I probably drove it for an hour just going down back roads. I just couldn't quit smiling driving it. It's awesome to put that much work into something and finally get to enjoy it, even though, you know, technically it isn't still done. But it's safe to drive. I don't get it up to 7,000 RPMs much, or at all really. I don't think I ever got to it, maybe once, but it likes to spin in first and second when that boost comes in. It throws you back in the seat. I don't know if it's stouter than my Altima. My Altima is about 300 horse, and that should be around 250, I would think, 260, maybe a little bit more, probably not though. And the power in my Altima is really close to the laser. It kind of feels like it would have a turbo on it because it has veritable veritable cam timing, but the way it works is only on exhaust side. So it kicks in around 4,000 RPM, and you can really feel it lay you back in the seat at 4,000 RPM. That's where all the power comes in. It isn't a slouch out of the hole, the Optima. It isn't a slouch out of the hole by no means, but once 4,000 RPMs hits, you know, you can really feel the power come in. But it definitely, being a small car, it handles better and all that stuff. But still some more stuff to do on it. I definitely want to buy a clutch. The clutch is perfectly fine, but I want to have one for, I don't know exactly what the next upgrade path will be. I know it'll be a new fuel pump rewire and injectors, and from there I'm not sure what else I'll do with that. But what I want to do, instead of doing it little pieces at a time, I'm wanting to enjoy it for a while. I'm going to enjoy it for a good 6 months or so, like it is, once the exhaust is ran and I finish up the interior. And then I'll start on the next upgrade, and I'll buy all the parts over, you know, over these 6 months, and then have the car down for a couple months, just putting everything on. You know, I can't work on stuff a crazy amount of time because of my job, but I'll try to work on it as much as I can. But sorry I didn't get more on the video today. I'm going to be videoing more tomorrow. I'm going to do that fuel filter. For people that don't know how to change a fuel filter, I'll show how to do it on a 95 F-150. Pretty much, it's kind of the same on every car. You know, everything has different clips and different fuel filter styles. So I'll get that done tomorrow and video it, and do the door pins. Show some people how to do some door pins in the F-150. But thanks for watching, guys, and don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Thanks for all the support. We're growing slowly, and hopefully we'll get some good numbers on subscribers, and we'll be able to start doing a lot of giveaways and a lot bigger, you know, videos. But stick around, and like I said, thanks for all the support, guys. Catch you on the next one.